New England and Miami close out the regular season. The Dolphins hope to split the series for the 5th straight year, while the Patriots look for the sweep. It's Week 18, and it's coming up.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he's got his target, Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's going to be a good matchup for him, using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami.
From the 29, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They hand this off to Harris. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. From just shy of midfield, Tua. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now.
And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in school.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Going for the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go, baby.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tua sets up to pass it.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll make it a second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Christian Barmore.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on it. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 41.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Jones throwing on for, and the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To try again after the sack. Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. And Folk's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with a... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Jakeem Grant now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out.
And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Tua now on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And some room to roam now.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Liam Eichenberg, 2nd-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session maybe a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah. Throw
that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical. On 1st down, it's Gurley.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Working with a 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Christian Barmore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Room past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Raekwon Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Under pressure, they got him again. Raekwon Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Javon Hargrave picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run now with Gaskin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. New England's offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the... Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Open man is Myers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
79 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On second down now, it's Brown. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah,